now we get to talk Steelers-Browns because we had a Thursday night game, Ike. And so we get to react to that and all things week 3. But let's start with the Browns loss. And I thought Mike Tomlin summed it up really well. If you can't slow down Nick Chubb, it's really hard to beat the Cleveland Browns. And really that was the big narrative on Thursday night's game specifically.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought the same thing. Just our rush defense for the past 3 years has kind of been an issue, not what it once was. You know what I'm saying? But really, they got a two-headed monster. We saw what they did in the playoffs against Pittsburgh between Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb. They line up in this two-tight formation, and they just say, y'all get 4 or 5 yards every play, and we're going to win these ball games. So that's just the personality for the Cleveland Browns. For us, that's been an issue, something we really haven't stopped in the last couple of years, which is the run game.
Yeah, 0-6 without T.J. Watt now, who remains sidelined with that pectoral injury. Ike, you always tell me listen to what the players say. Cam Hayward said we got our butts kicked as well for the defensive performance on Thursday night. So I'm listening to what the players say, and I'm going to listen to what one of the captains of the defense says. Cam Hayward's done it for a long time and at a high level. So when he says that, it's just like, okay, that's what the expectation of how this defense needs to play while the offense try to sort things out. We'll get to the offense here in just a second.
Yeah, it's but this been going on for like 3 years now.
Yeah.
The run game for us hasn't been what it once was. So it's just, I don't know, man. I just know when you play in Cleveland, bring some big shoulder pads, get a bigger helmet, get your mind right, because this is exactly what they're going to do. They're going to run the ball down your throat, or they're going to try to. That's just their recipe. It's Nick Chubb. It's the Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt show. And that's what it is. We're going to run the ball 50-plus times when we need to. Y'all going to try to stop us.
Yeah, Ike, you mentioned the big shoulder pads. Give me like a lifetime supply of chin straps, and I'm going to buckle it extra tight in this one. We'll say reason for optimism, Myles Jack, first Steelers player with 10 or more tackles in 3 consecutive games since James Ferrier, your teammate, Ike, in 2008. So Myles Jack at least making plays around the field, and I like that acquisition, that signing by the Steelers in the offseason. But it's like, again, so that would be one reason for optimism, Ike. I thought Dan Moore Jr. on the offensive side of the ball did a nice job slowing down Myles Garrett as well. But, man, it's hard for me, Ike, because I have my glass half full perspective guy. And really, to me, this was a tale of two halves. One other thing I want to mention on the defensive side of the ball, pressuring Jacoby Brissett, the Browns quarterback. He was pressured only on 3 of his 23 dropbacks. So it's clear that the Steelers are really, really missing the presence of T.J. Watt off the edge.
Yeah, I mean, T.J., I don't care who you bring in. It's just hard to stop a former defensive player of the year, Mark. It's just his presence. We watched the Cincinnati game and what he did in one game. That's just TJ. For you to have over 20-something sacks last year and win the league's defensive player of the year, man, that's tough. You can't say you can replace that. He's been doing this for years. He's been a difference maker for years. He's been a forced fumble. He's been a sack guy. He's been causing turnovers. That's just what TJ Watt do. He's always around the ball. So it's just hard to say, hey, we're going to plug and play or next man up. Nah, for TJ, ain't no such thing as a next man up. That's E.T. And if anybody know the old movie E.T., E.T. got on his bicycle and he drove his bicycle up past the moon. Ain't nobody doing that but TJ. So it's just hard right now. So that's what the defense is gonna have to do, man. They just gonna have to bite down, give the offense as many opportunities as possible. But TJ different, Mark.
Ike, with the ET reference this morning, we're going to have to get this show sponsored by Reese's, Ike, because I know that's part of the ET movie. I wasn't sure where you were going with that one, Ike.
For real, he's just different, man. He the only one that can ride a bicycle up in space past the moon. Bro.
Let us know in the comments if I think Ike landed that. I think he landed that. I'm going to allow it.